Welcome back to Just Kelly, guys. Thanks. You came back after the first two videos. Actually, the first two New Jersey videos and the first four Just Kelly vlogs. So, thank you so much for coming. Like I said, this is the third of the three New Jersey videos. It's finally here, three. Today, like I said, is going to be a little bit more God-centered. I talk about my devotional, journaling, and then it was also the little bit of filming from the last day, which we decided to worship before we left because we were leaving on a Sunday. And yeah, it was a really great time this trip. I mean, not obviously, but I didn't get a lot of film of like other activities that we did, but we went to a park and we had a really nice photo shoot and just we call it photo shoot. We were just taking pictures and having lots of fun, which I'll insert at the end of this video. And yeah, it was literally it was like a good. It wasn't vacation per se because we didn't go and like do a ton of stuff because of COVID, but it was a nice getaway, which is what was very needed at the time. So thanks for sticking with me, and then I'll see you guys next week because you will get a video next week again. See ya. And without further ado, here's the third video. So something we've been doing pretty much every morning. All of us have been doing quiet time. It's not something that I'm used to doing at home, mainly because your girl's lazy. I'm not waking up that early before work. But the group that I'm with actually has a really good habit of waking up really early and having some quiet time, which is just time to like journal or like read devotionals or something, and just kind of a time to reflect and sort of get to know yourself better and God better. So I'm going to be doing that right now. I'll probably put in like a time lapse or something. Not really sure what you're going to see, but it's there. Yeah, thanks. So I actually realized that I've journaled a couple of times. Like I journaled in my year of intentional singleness video, but I didn't actually ever tell you guys why I'm doing it. I actually have never been a journaler ever. Like keeping a journal for me is something like just kind of seemed like a hassle, or like I would be really motivated for like the first week or so, and then we just kind of let it go. I wasn't very consistent with it, but this is the first time that like I've been slightly consistent. Like I don't write in it every day, but I do write on it on a regular basis. I've been like able to kind of reflect on like what I've seen and what I've heard and like what I feel like God's calling me to do, or what maybe like my frustrations are. Actually, a lot of it is me and my frustrations and like why things aren't working out, and just kind of like sort of like a venting space that is healthy and safe because no one's judging me, and there's no risk of like hurting anybody by doing these things. So it's been really nice. But something I love about my journal is that I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but yeah, it says, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." From Jeremiah 29. Oh, sorry there. I got cut off. I swear I can speak. But yeah, I really like the cover of my journal. I think it speaks a lot to me because there's a lot of times where I forget that because a lot of Christianity is like handing things over to God and trusting Him and trusting that His plan is better than yours. But as someone who really likes to have control of my life, that's really hard to do. And so this has been really nice to like kind of see before I start writing, because it shows me and reminds me that God, His plan is to prosper me and not to harm me. That's a really big one, and to give me hope in the future. So I don't know what that hope in future looks like or how He's going to prosper me, but I do try really, really hard to hope that like it's going to work out and it's going to be great and I'm going to love it. But it is really hard to remember. I don't know. I really struggle with that. And so this is really nice, a really nice reminder.
I've also been reading another book called Why Her. Um, I haven't gotten too far into it, and I'm using a band-aid as a bookmark. Um, but it's been pretty good. It's a lot about like women in general, how we compare ourselves to each other and how we shouldn't, because my gift isn't your gift, and vice versa, and like your journey isn't my journey, um, and like just because someone is at a different level doesn't mean that they also don't struggle. And we're really good at seeing like what people portray, or like just the outside, and then comparing, and we, because we know ourselves better, we see all of the good, the bad, and the ugly, and the amazing as well. But we don't see that in other people, and so it's really important to remember that. And I really like that this book is kind of helping me do that. So yeah, anyway, in case you were interested, this is a part of my devotional right now, or like my time with God. um, and I'll keep you guys posted. Thanks for tuning in.